Être un bon traiteur, c'est être intransigeant sur la qualité. On ne fait du bon qu'avec le meilleur. C'est être impitoyable sur les recettes. Quand c'est bon, il n'y a rien à ajouter, rien à enlever. C'est être irréprochable sur le goût. Il faut prendre du plaisir pour en donner. Voilà, pour être un bon traiteur, il faut être intraitable.
Parfaitement intraitable.
Être un bon traiteur, c'est être intransigeant sur la qualité. On ne fait du bon qu'avec le meilleur. C'est être impitoyable sur les recettes. Quand c'est bon, il n'y a rien à ajouter, rien à enlever. C'est être irréprochable sur le goût. Il faut prendre du plaisir pour en donner. Voilà, pour être un bon traiteur, il faut être intraitable.
Parfaitement intraitable.
Gentle through your life.
Être un bon traiteur, c'est être intransigeant sur la qualité. On ne fait du bon qu'avec le meilleur. C'est être impitoyable sur les recettes. Quand c'est bon, il n'y a rien à ajouter, rien à enlever. C'est être irréprochable sur le goût. Il faut prendre du plaisir pour en donner. Voilà, pour être un bon traiteur, il faut être intraitable.
Parfaitement intraitable.
Être un bon traiteur, c'est être intransigeant sur la qualité. On ne fait du bon qu'avec le meilleur. C'est être impitoyable sur les recettes. Quand c'est bon, il n'y a rien à ajouter, rien à enlever. C'est être irréprochable sur le goût. Il faut prendre du plaisir pour en donner. Voilà, pour être un bon traiteur, il faut être intraitable.
Parfaitement intraitable.
Well, a very warm welcome for race 2 of the weekend, and the cars, as you can see, are already lined up and ready to get going. We had a slight delay to the schedule, but we seem to have got a bit back on time now, and we are looking to go racing very, very shortly for 20 minutes for the second time this weekend. Hello, my name is Claire Cottingham. Lovely to join you for this afternoon and for all of the Ultimate Cup this season. We will be bringing you all of the action as it unfolds throughout the next couple of rounds. We're into the third round at the moment. We've raced in Paul Ricard, we've raced in Mugello, and now here we are in the beautiful surroundings of the Algarve in Portugal. Got 20 minutes to come of the Hoosier Formula Cup Championship. And if it's anything like yesterday, we're going to have a pretty good race on our hands. We've got Hugh Barter, who starts on pole position, as he has done for the last race as well yesterday, which he won from pole position. Aaron Ferrazzano looks like he should be back on the grid. Yesterday he had an issue. Here is the grid then. Hugh Barter will be alongside Aaron Ferrazzano. Nano Lopez starts in third. Dylan Estra in fourth. Matteo Valente will start in fifth. Laurent Vutic in sixth. Solian Amrouche will start seventh. And eighth is Craig McClatchy. Gilles de Pierre in ninth. Frederic Boileau in 10th. Alain Boucher is down in 11th. And in 12th is Walter Rijkaard and Thierry Malholm. And Philippe Darrick will be leading the back of the pack in 14th. So as I was mentioning there, a bit of a lock-up for Solian Amrouche on the warm-up lap, but Aaron Ferrazzano should be back on the grid. He wasn't joining us yesterday after qualifying, and if you watch qualifying back, he went over the curbs and went quite airborne in the car, and I said during qualifying that's going to give him a bit of a bad back for the next day, and actually he sat it out yesterday because of that, and that makes sense. So hopefully he's fighting fit again today and ready to go racing here for 20 minutes round Portimão. But he will have to get past Hugh Barter if he wants to pick up his first win of the season. He's been on the podium, has Aaron Ferrazzano, third in Paul Ricard, but it's Hugh Barter, the championship leader, who's picked up 5 wins so far and currently leads the championship by 184 points from Nano Lopez, who's down in second on 168. And he said that his pace was down a little bit this weekend, and that's what he would need to do to beat the ever impressive Hugh Barter at the front. And Dylan Estra also saying struggling with qualifying setup, so that's why he's down in fourth at the moment. When we spoke to him just after the race yesterday, where he finished in third place, his third place in a row, so we'll be looking to do one better, I'm sure, this time round, and also looking for his first win of the season. 3 second places, 3 third places, and a 4th place so far. So the final car just lines up at the back then. Car number 75 of Philippe Darrick, but it's all eyes on the front car number 22, Hugh Barter, who will start on pole position alongside Aaron Ferrazzano. Brilliant qualifying position for him. And third place is Nano Lopez, but do not count him out because he's pretty fast at the back. Green flag is flying then. We are ready to go racing in the Autodrome International Algarve. All lights are off and we are racing in Portugal. Good start again from Hugh Barter. Bit of argy-bargy going on, a little bit out of... there's a slow mover as well. Actually, into turn 1 is Hugh Barter doing excellent there. Dylan Estra seems to have got up to second place on that opening lap. Couldn't see who went wide off the line a little bit there. Nano Lopez then up to second. Winfield Racing driver there also looking to slot into third place. Aaron Ferrazzano's had a bad start, it looks. He's actually dropped down a little bit as they come to turn 5. Hugh Barter setting the pace already. Nano Lopez in second, and at the moment there is a battle for third. And it could be any drivers in the hairpin at the moment. And looks like Dylan Estra has managed to get himself up to 4th. Oh, that's where he started. So a bad start from Dylan Estra after all that. So that's Laurent Vutic chasing down Matteo Valente, and behind that Solian Amrouche. So the top 6 have pulled away. 18 minutes left on the clock, and Hugh Barter then setting the pace already at the front. From Nano Lopez, oh there, Laurent Vutic getting a little bit caught up by Solian Amrouche, who is trying to take the position there, but I think we'll have to yield as she goes into the right-hander on the final corner. Solian Amrouche has managed to overtake Laurent Vutic then, but there was a bit of argy-bargy going on to make that happen. Hugh Barter then at the front, Nano Lopez second, and now the graphics will come back to life and show you what we're seeing. Gilles de Pierre then, after having a finish yesterday, is being overtaken then by Craig McClatchy, who's having quite a good weekend so far in Portimão, but manages to make his way up then. To 9th place, well actually it would be 8th place because he's just overtaken Gilles de Pierre, hasn't he? Once again, Gilles de Pierre is under pressure again, so I don't know if Gilles de Pierre's got a bit of an issue. He's going wider at turn 5, the hairpin, so he's going to allow people through there. He's going a bit slow, is Gilles de Pierre. Is he having an issue out there? Because he's now under pressure, I believe, from Walter Rijkaard behind. So I wonder here if Gilles de Pierre has a bit of an issue because he's slowing down a little bit. Car number 59 warning flags for track limits at turn 4. Car number 59, which is Matteo Valente. But Gilles de Pierre definitely going a little bit slower out there, and it looks like actually it might be Frédéric Boileau who is chasing him down. It is car number 4. So Gilles de Pierre unfortunately going backwards there. That is Thierry Malon, who had an issue yesterday after coming together with Frédéric Boileau, I believe. I have to use my memory there. There's been a puff of gravel there, but I couldn't see anyone off the track, so whoever it was must have just kicked up a little bit of dust. Hugh Barter, as you can see, setting the pace out there. He is a quick racer, and he's already managed to pull out over a second from Nano Lopez. Solian Amrouche then pulling away from Laurent Vutic. These two have been battling it out for the past few races, and it looks like Solian Amrouche could be the one that comes out on top here. So 16 minutes left on the clock. And still Laurent Vutic is chasing down Solian Amrouche in the rookie category. Laurent Vutic is racing in the gentleman category. So they are fighting for race position, but at this point it would be Laurent Vutic who would take another class win in the gentleman category. So so I was thinking there was a puff of smoke out there, but it's actually a car that is kicking out a load of dust onto the track. Nothing to do with us, and because of the wind it's coming across the track, so it's making it a bit dusty out there. So then for the third time across the line will be the leaders. This is Hugh Barter then crossing the line. You can see Nano Lopez just behind there, Aaron Ferrazzano in 3rd, and just behind that in the distance is Dylan Estra. And Nano Lopez really struggling a little bit just to kind of reel in Hugh Barter. Nano Lopez, who joined the championship last season and came in and had a brilliant start in the Ultimate Cup, has joined us so far for the whole of this season, and it's been brilliant to see because he's a very talented young driver, is Nano Lopez. Obviously finished quite far down in the championship last year, but only because he had only been here for the final round. And when he joined, he picked up 2 podium places overall and unfortunately retired in the final race. So he was definitely someone very exciting to watch for us, and I was elated to see him when he joined back on the grid. And so far picked up 2 wins 3 second places and two third places, and sits second in the championship. So a bit of a twitch there for Nano Lopez. Car number 59 is being given a warning flag for track limits now, second infringement. Car number 59 once again, Matteo Valente. And Aaron Ferrazzano is starting to reel in Nano Lopez a little bit here, actually. And Hugh Barter at the front has pulled away with over a 2-second lead now, but the gap between Nano Lopez and Aaron Ferrazzano is far smaller, only 0.8 between it. And it could be, crossing the line here, that he's closed that down by 1/10. And I think, as you can see, Aaron Ferrazzano is looking to get second place here, seeing what he can do. One better than his season of best of third in Paul Ricard. Once again, the battle continues between Solian Amrouche and Laurent Footage. Solian Amrouche in the rookie category. Laurent Footage would take a class win if he finished like this, regardless if he gets past Solian Amrouche, but all points are important points. Laurent Footage at the moment in the gentleman category is sitting 4th, but 3 wins overall in class. But with his 2 retirements, he didn't pick up enough points, and fortunately remains there at the moment. This is Thierry Malholm, who is fighting it out at turn 5 at the moment with Alain Boucher in the gentleman category. I don't know if Thierry Malholm just had a bit of an issue there going out of the exit at turn 5, but he definitely looked like he dropped back a little bit as I looked away from the screen for moments to look at the timing screen. Leading the gentleman driver standings at the moment is Frederic Boileau. Walter Reichardt is second, and third is Alain Boucher. So Laurent Footage trying to pick up as many points as he can. It's quite close at the top of the championship, 137 points from Frederic Boileau. This is Nano Lopez being hunted down by Aaron Ferrazzano. And Frederic Boileau's got 137 points. Walter Reichardt on 131. Joint second at the moment with Alain Boucher. So the gap is definitely closed now between Nano Lopez and Aaron Ferrazzano. What can Aaron Ferrazzano do from here? Got 11 minutes left on the clock. Hugh Barter once again pulling away at the front on the 5th lap. Turn 5 for these guys, so heading through, and unfortunately at the moment it doesn't look like Aaron Ferrazzano is able to get past Nano Lopez. Just not close enough at the moment as we head up towards turns 6 and 7. But it's leaving him, unfortunately, in 3rd place at the moment. I'm sure he'll still be pretty elated with that, but when he can hunt down 2nd place and try and take it away from Nano Lopez, I'm sure he'll try and do that. So Laurent Footage then in the gentleman's standings is after all the points he can get, because, like I said, the points are very close. Alain Boucher 131 points joint with Walter Reichardt, and then Laurent Footage at the moment, thanks to 2 retirements, despite the 3 wins in class, is on 118 points. Overall in the championship, though, it is Hugh Barter leading the way on 184 points, really pulling away now with 5 wins. Solian Amrouche once again under pressure here from Laurent Footage. The battle continues for these two, and Laurent Footage desperate to get past the red car of Solian Amrouche. But she's holding it well at the moment as they come through to start their 6th lap. And at the moment, she's defending pretty hard on the start-finish straight to make sure that Laurent Footage does not get past her and keeps up the pace. So as I mentioned, Hugh Barter is then leading the way on 184 points. Nano Lopez now down in 168 points, so dropped away a little bit already today, even though he's got second place and 2 wins under his belt. 3 second places and 2 wins. Dylan Estra has had a bit of a tough weekend. He's yet to pick up a win this season, so he sits third at the moment on 149 points. Alan Ferrazzano will be irritated he missed out on the first round of Portimão yesterday after hurting his back during qualifying, because he was picking up a lot of good points out there, and his first podium came in Paul Ricard, where he picked up a 3rd place. And he currently sits down in 4th at the moment. So the rookies are dominating this championship at the moment, with the top 6 in the championship all in the Rookie Cup, and the leader at the moment of the gentleman drivers is down in 7th overall, which is Frederick Boalo. Turn 8, there are some yellow flags out, so someone's having off somewhere. Could be Thierry Malon, who on the driver tracker seems to be stuck at turn 10. There's some rear body damage on the back of that car. I didn't see, unfortunately, who it was, but there was something flapping on the back of, I think, maybe on one of the Winfield Racing cars. I'd have to see it again, but was it Walter Reichardt that's got something flapping on the back of his car? I'll have to have a look at the rear. Yes, it is Walter Reichardt, who seems to have a bit of something flapping. So hearing from one of my French colleagues who's had that from the beginning of the race, and something just flew off the back of his car actually, so I don't know now if he's free. No, it's still flapping at the back, but bits are falling off the car. I would suspect safety car is out. Now I don't know if the safety car is out because of this or because Thierry Malon is stuck somewhere at turn 10, because car 33 on the tracker is still not moving from turn 10. Safety car is out then, and that will neutralise the entire race, which will irritate Hugh Barter, who set 5 seconds between him and second place Nano Lopez. But race control have decided to bring out the safety car, which means everyone has to slow down to a certain speed and basically be behind the safety car until it peels back into the pit lane and they can go green again, with 6 minutes left or so on the clock, depending what has happened. Looks like car 33 has got going again, so I wonder if whatever happened has been cleared now, because as far as I can see, Craig McClatchy actually hasn't come through. But he's maybe in the pit. No, he's not in the pits either. So this Craig McClatchy, it seems to have stopped somewhere, which is a shame because he was running 8th place. But the graphics have not, are telling me he's not set any time in the first and second sector. So I would assume at this point, I'll have to have a look. I'll use my eyes instead of looking at the timing screen. Let's see if we can see Craig McClatchy, because that's always the best way of doing it, rather than trusting what's going on the timing screen. So safety car is out then, 4 minutes 48 left on the clock, and they will all have to neutralise until we get whatever has caused the safety car to clear. And it does look like Craig McClatchy is still out there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with those, with the timing screen, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's Philip Darrick at the back, who safety car's in this lap, so whatever it was has been cleared. I'm not sure if it was Philip Darrick related, but the safety car regardless will be in this lap. So we'll have a sprint to the finish in the Ultimate Cup Series, the Hoosier Formula Cup, and there is a flatbed truck down the back there that looks like it would have cleared something, but we don't really know while it's cleared. So maybe it just was released just to see if it needed to be used and whatever car got going again. Either way, safety car is in this lap, so we will go racing again. Hugh Barter's lead has been cut to a very small amount now. He had picked up a 5-second lead, over a 5-second lead, and we'll have to work very hard again as they come around the final corner, and we will go green flag racing again very shortly. Green flag is being shown, then Hugh Barter will back all these guys up, and then he will go and he will push into turn 15 and then along the fast start finish straight. There he is then. He's off and he's leaving Nano Lopez watching the back of his rear because he is thundering down the start finish straight on this restart. Nano Lopez though not far behind, a different racing line taken by the two front, but it's because Dylan Estra is looking to go on the inside, and there's a crash. Dylan Estra has gone into the side of the Winfield Racing driver, and you have to say, not sure what Dylan Estra was trying to do there, but he was trying to go up the inside of turn 1, however, clipped the front of, I believe, Aaron Ferrazzano. So, disappointment there. So we'll try and see if Dylan Estra has got back underway. At the front, Hugh Barter and Nano Lopez are going to battle it out, but it would be good if we could just pop back and see what happened exactly. So here we are then, Dylan Estra going up the inside, but I would say didn't really leave enough space there for Aaron Ferrazzano. So unfortunately, both getting beached then into the gravel, and the red flag is out. So Aaron Ferrazzano and Dylan Estra's incident has brought out the red flag, and you would suspect with 1 minute 43 left on the clock that won't be restarted. So Hugh Barter will have taken another win here in Portimão, Nano Lopez in second, and depending where they decide to restart the race, Aaron Ferrazzano could finish on the podium if they go back a lap. Because I don't think no, they didn't even complete a lap before the red flag came out. So I would assume, under certain rules, that actually you would go back a lap. Someone taking a very interesting racing line there. I couldn't quite see it was, but someone going into the runoff rather than staying on track. So red flag means that all cars will come back into the pit lane. And I would assume the race will be ended there, with only a minute left on the clock. So disappointing, as we could have got one more lap in there. But the incident with Dylan Estra and Aaron Ferrazzano, I'm sure, will be looked at the end of the race. And yeah, Hugh Barter is pulling into the first place position, which means, as suspected, the race will stop. Turn 1 incident, of course, between Dylan Estra and Aaron Ferrazzano will be investigated. So we will hear, I'm sure, before the start of race 3, what exactly has been decided there. But for now, Hugh Barter picks up another win in the championship and further extends his championship lead, and he'll be elated, I'm sure, with that one. And that's 6 wins now for the Australian. Nano Lopez in second, and it looks like pulling up in third place. Can't quite see if it is. I don't think it's Aaron Ferrazzano. It looks like Matteo Valente, if it's car 59, has pulled in there. But I'm sure Chris Stevens will be down there to let me know exactly what's happened there, as the cars all just peel their way through the pit lane. And that's Hugh Barter jumping out of the cockpit. Another win then for the Australian. And the team will come down, I'm sure, and congratulate him. They've still got another race to go this afternoon, so no rest for them. And because they have another race later at 5 o'clock this evening. It is Aaron Ferrazzano that's moved into the third place position. So Oh no, it is Matteo Valente actually, it's car 59. Anyway, let's head down. Chris Stevens, I'm sure, has more information for us.
Yes, down here, yesterday, wasn't it?
Veering off into the distance.
Yeah, I mean, the pace was strong yesterday, so we knew that all I had to do was get a good start. Obviously, the track was much hotter, and there was no shade covering the start line, so the grip was 10 times better off the line, and the start was even better than yesterday, so not much more I can ask for.
Seems like managing these tyres seems like a bit of a challenge around here with these temperatures, and of course it's quite a high load circuit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, these tyres aren't so bad as what I'm used to in the past. To be honest, it's just managing the surface temp and make sure they're not sliding too much. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the others were like pace-wise and what their drop-off was, but for me, it seemed like it was only getting better as the fuel was going down, the car was getting lighter, and yeah, balance was shifting more towards what I was preferring anyways, so it was good.
One more race, can you make it a triple?
I mean, that's the plan, so we see.
All right, good man, well done.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, that's Hugh Barter there, our race 2 winner, and where's Nano? We've got Nano and Matteo over on this side. They've come away from Parc Fermé. If you want to come along with me, we'll see if we can grab. Let's grab Matteo first. Matteo, let's go this way. So Matteo, it looks like you're third for now. I don't know if we're going to count back a lap because of the red flag, but otherwise it's been a good race for you, good weekend.
Yeah, we got we've been with a difficult pace through the race with a bit of oversteer. But yeah, I did not celebrate this P3 yet because we don't know if I'm P3 because of this rule. So yeah, it's an amazing result, and we're looking forward to the last race.
Excellent. Thanks very much for having a chat. Well done. Still a great result either way. Let's see if we can grab Nano Lopez as well. He is currently having an chat. Nano, can we interrupt?
Yeah.
Apologies. No. So second place again. Happy with that one?
Yeah, not happy, but yeah, it's a good result. We're still fighting in the championship, but yeah, obviously everyone wants to win, and yeah, we have to settle for this. But yeah, we will keep working to get the P1 on the race 3.
Yeah. What do you need to do? What are you missing from the car? What's that last 5%?
I think we're lacking a bit of traction. Yeah, from what we can see. Out of every corner, they just have way more traction. So yeah, we're working on it. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. You've got a bit of time before race 3. So that's all from race 2 in the Hoosier Formula Cup. One more race to come for these guys. Coming up next, though, we have the 4-hour Trophy GT Endurance race. Stick around for that.